Awesome cheapie. Very simple, awesome cheapie. It's a woody type of scent, and yet it's very easygoing, more of a modern take. Nothing pungent, easygoing. Awesome cheapie. Welcome to my place. My name's Dave. Just hanging out chatting about fragrance. Spray time. Sounds pretty good. Atomizer is nice. I'm talking about a $14 fragrance that's supposed to contain wood. They have a couple of wood chips. Now, if you know real wood or at least high quality wood, it's expensive as heck. So whenever they put real wood in the composition, they would charge a bundle. But for $14 fragrance, make up your own mind, okay? If this is gonna be a real wood, even if it is maybe just a wood chip. Even if it's a real wood, yeah, I don't know if it's how the quality is gonna be, but unless they found a magical place where they can have nice wood, very cheap. But with that said, this is still a very nice fragrance. I gotta tell you though, when I first picked it up a couple years ago, I picked this up before the pandemic, just right before, so 2000, end of 2019. I remember when I first bought it, when I first sprayed it, it was a bit harsh, and I was not used to it. Typically, fragrances that when we smell it, you smell more smooth, then we know it's higher quality. For this one, it's a bit harsh, especially when I first picked it up. It sat for a while, maybe half a year. And when the weather got cooler, then I wore it and I got used to it, I think, and I was okay with that what I perceive as being harsh. So I'm just saying that when you spray it, it's not going to be as smooth as other fragrances. And then you might think, well, this, what can you expect for $14 cheapie, right? They're still selling for, I think, for the same price, 14 bucks online. This is Lattafa Pure Oudi, Oudi. It is a Oudi Parfum. It is a strong performer, okay, for sure. But just the harshness, I need the time to get used to. But I gotta tell you, there's very strong cinnamon in this, other than the wood. Wood basically is think of it like a woody type of fragrance, okay? But you have a spice. It has a different aroma than a typical wood, okay? But it is a wood. But I'm smelling that very strong cinnamon, very, very strong. It's dominating and kind of pushing everything else to the back. But I'm also getting the sweet from cinnamon and some vanilla for sure. And there's some floral playing around. So on the top right now, already the wood, the cinnamon, the floral notes is punching through. Yeah, it's very strong. This is I would say is a little bit harsh, strong, projecting. Yeah, the longevity is okay. It's about 4 or 5 hours. After the initial strength, about maybe 30 minutes, you die down up to about maybe 40%. But you stick around for another few hours at that strength, maybe 30 or 20, and kind of die down slowly. So for sure, my bottle is a good performer. Okay, I don't know what the current formulation is like, I gotta tell you. So my bottle, it will give me at least 4 or 5 hours, even longer sometimes. I'll put this on when the weather is cool. For sure, it's a cool weather type of fragrance. And I gotta tell you, for 14 bucks, this is a steal. For $14, you're not supposed to get quality like this. But the quality is, in my opinion, comparing to my collection, it's a $30 and under. Okay, don't pay over 30. But if you could get it for around 20 bucks, 25 bucks, is a great beginner type of wood. Okay, if you're thinking about what are people talking about, the oud, OUD, right? And then you worry about maybe pungence. I think I forgot what subscriber mentioned, is it Russell that mentioned every time he hears oud, he'll run the other way. But this is more of an easier beginning, cinnamony type of spicy beginner oud. Okay? It's not gonna offend too many people. It might offend just a tap a few people maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit hard sometimes because I'm so used to it and I really enjoy the oud. And there's the I have a bunch of Montel. Their oud dominates in most of their fragrances, and I absolutely enjoy them. So for me to look at it as beginnings oud, I think this is like a puppy. Okay, it's gonna be so easy. But I gotta tell you, disclosure, my wife still have hard time with this one because I do wear it often, and she will smell it, and I see she did not mention anything, so I thought, okay, this might be easy. But then one time when I was sitting next to her and she mentioned that's a strong thing, and it's a little bit. Oh, she said it's too strong. So I thought, wait, is that good or bad? And she says, it's no, it's too strong. It's a bad. It's bad. Okay, so I guess beginnings wood is still too strong for her. She's a beginner. Okay, so yeah, so I gotta backtrack. Maybe not for every beginner. Okay, but relatively to other wood, this is a beginner's wood. So be careful where you wear it. But I think the sweet cinnamon is, and also I think there's some sweet vanilla that's playing very well with it. It's kind of taming the whole thing down, make it into more of a spicy, sweet, more than wood. Okay, so wood maybe toned down. Yeah, that's what I feel. And I can smell the floor right there on the side. It's nice composition. It's harsh though. I have to keep telling you that it's still harsh even now, but I'm used to it, and I think that harshness is part of the composition. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, so you would not mistaken this for the other better put together or more expensive wood. I do feel that Montel they have good stuff, stronger wood, but it's nicer, okay, than this for sure. Yes, if I compare it to to those, like I have dark wood from Montel. It's a strong puppy, but it's still not as harsh as this. This is harsher. Yeah, it's still here after a couple years. It's still I'm still smelling that a little bit harsh, and but I think part of it may be the spiciness. It is spicy, coming out very strong. There's some cinnamon, but there's also I forgot. Is it nutmeg? I think it's nutmeg. I'm picking that up as too. I forgot what exactly, but I'm kind of picking that up. It's very strong and spicy, and a bit like a stinging. Yes, that's a good. Yeah, it's still stinging itself. It's tingling my nose and then to my throat, my chest, my lung. It does have that projection or power of that stinginess, the a bit of spicy freshness. So it does do that. Yeah. Now it's not gonna change too much of. It's gonna stick around with all the notes that I mentioned. So what? 5 minutes, and everything is about the same. So it's gonna stay the same. Not gonna transition much from from the what I just mentioned. Yeah. With that said, it is a it's a wood cap. The presentation is pretty cool. It's pretty Middle Eastern for sure. You can tell the writing. Okay. Now, if I have to come because the bottle and the writing, I just thought of Give me a second. Okay, I just went to grab this one just because of the writing. This is Dolce Gabbana, the One Royal Knights. This is a collector's edition. I'm just gonna go spray because of the harshness that I was mentioning, and if it does come out a little bit harsh, yeah, the wine is gonna be smoother for sure. So yeah, for sure it's gonna be smoother. So it is the pricing. It is reflecting on the quality. But you know what? Like I said, I kind of take this spice, this harshness is part of the quality of the spiciness. It is very spicy. I gotta emphasize that. Yeah, it's a little bit sharp, it's a little bit spicy. So it is a strong puppy. But then again, the one is a little bit smoother. Okay, not as harsh. Okay, so don't expect like super high quality stuff when you're paying for $14. They're not able to do magic. Lattafa, this house, they give you nice stuff, but then they punch just a little bit over the price range. So maybe worth about $30 or 35, but for sure under around that price range is okay, right? Yeah. But it is nice. I have to emphasize that it's a nice one. Okay. Okay. Longevity is gonna be at least 5 hours or more. For sure, it's masculine for sure. But Yeah, really masculine. I almost say unisex or lady to wear it, but yeah, I see mostly guys be more fitting for this, more masculine. Versatility, no, you gotta watch where you wear it, okay? And it's not super unique. I mean, this type of DNA is everywhere, but you be really pick it up for a nice beginner one for a cheap price. Okay. Yeah. All right then. I hope that's kind of helpful though. I don't really wear this one out because I don't know how safe it is. But like I said, my wife did, have her feedback one time. It's kind of weird why she only told me one time about this one, but yeah. All right then. I hope that's helpful. As always, see you next time.